Next we move on to the sucrose lysis test. Red cells absorb complement components from the serum at a low ionic concentration. PNH cells, because of their great sensitivity, undergo lysis, but normal red cells do not. An isoosmotic solution of sucrose solution is required for this test. So sucrose provides a medium of low ionic strength that promotes the binding of complement to the red cells. In PNH, lysis usually varies from 10 to 80%. So in test tube 1, we add 0.05 ml of normal AB or ABO compatible serum, which is diluted with 0.85 ml of sucrose solution. 0.1 ml of 50% washed red cells are added to it, and it is incubated at 37 degrees centigrade for 30 minutes. Then it is centrifuged and check for the lysis. This is measured in spectrophotometrically. Usually in case of PNH, there is 10 to 80% lysis. In case of normal, no lysis is seen. This test is less specific for PNH. It detects hemolysis associated with other blood cell disorders also. That's why. False negative in patients who have recently received a transfusion. These are the drawbacks of. Next test, cefacryl gel card test. The diluents and microtyping card containing cefacryl and rabbit anti-mouse antibody within the gel matrix. This gel what we are using is a company made, that is Diamed ID, were used. 10 healthy donors served as a negative. In this slide you are seeing the gel card test. Okay, these are the slides, that is 6 tubes you can see. These demonstrate button at the bottom, that is button of cells settling at the bottom. You can see here. You can see the button of cells at the bottom. This demonstrates lack of DAF and MIRL antigens on red cell surface. In tube 4 and tube 5, it confirms PNH. This is the gel card test. The same gel card test you see in case of your ABO grouping, Coombs test, which we do in our blood bank. Same way here the positive PNH confirming test is in tube 4 and 5 when the cell buttons settle at the bottom. That indicates that the antigen DAF and MIRL are absent on the red cell surface. These are the phenotypes of PNH with their type of PIGA mutation. This gives the graphical representation of the different types of lysis measured by the flow cytometer. In the first part, in A, you see patient with high percentage of type 3 cell, that is high grade hemolysis is seen. In B, you see patient with high percentage of type 2 cell but low percentage of type 3 cell, that is minimum hemolysis. In C, you see patient with low percentage of type 3 cell with the minimal hemolysis is C. This is cytometer. With this we come to the end of PNH.